Okay, so finale of my ex's story. You know, this all started from that like one Taylor Swift number that I did a long time ago, and then I decided to expose myself and be like, oh, by the way, I had this like Swifty ex that like all this shit that happened. Cause like I honestly like I've had trouble listening to Taylor Swift ever since because of how everything that happened. So yeah, I did that like Taylor Swift number, like I can do it with a broken heart. And then I was just like, it just kind of like started because like I didn't really date after that, so I just like started to be like, okay, it's time to love again, you know, we're going back there, all of those things. And then I had a Tinder crush that blew up in my face. And kind of like, they, honestly, I'm not gonna say amazing person because they kind of ghosted me, but I would say hot and kind. So that part, that part, I stand by that. And, but long distance, complications, it just kind of like triggered all of my relationship issues that I have ever had since I was a teenager. Like a whole series of like relationships and like everything and all the decisions. It just like everything kind of like got like triggered back. I was like, oh, that like it's like, is it this? Is it this? Is that? All of my triggered. All of my triggered. It's like all of my triggers got triggered. English. Anyway, but honestly, like I did have like a lot of like expectations of them to like understand where I'm at, which like I do feel like it was to an extent unfair because like we're just getting to know each other, you know. They were just out of a relationship too, so it was just like a lot of, and again, long distance, and we're both poor, so still wish them the best, even though they. Anyway, but one thing that I kind of like got out of it was like, okay, there are some ex questions, situations that I need to fix. So then, like, I messaged my ex. So, like, I started it. I messaged my ex. I was like, hi, I feel like back in those days, like, I was like unhappy in the relationship, but I didn't know how to end the relationship. So I just like kind of like acted out until we ended it. And I was gonna say, I'm sorry. And then they were like, it's been 3 years, Tan. Nobody cares. I'm married now. It's like, so 6 months after we broke up, like she started, like she told me back then that like she likes this like coworker, and then like I met them like after we broke up. They invited me to like a party, and then like she brought her like new crush. So like we talked and stuff. She seemed like a pretty good girl. Not really like I'm not a femme person or attracted to femme people, so she just seemed nice. But the thing that started to get to me, because like, you know, I was like, oh, I'm like happy for you, all of that. But then the thing that started to just like come up and like get to me was like, okay, okay, but like, what about all the shit that you put me through? Like, excuse me, this bitch, like, was driving me crazy. Like, I was working 60 hours a week trying to, and then she was like, oh, like, I need to bring like my younger brother here, like her like 14-year-old brother. She wanted to take custody of her. Like, we were like even like seeing like if I could like take custody of him. And just like we were supposed to like bring him here from like, I'm not gonna expose what country they were from, and like help him go to school and raise him and stuff like that. And like I had my brother and my mom here. He had another brother too, and then the other brother, like the 19-year-old, he was constantly like, oh, like, I'm gonna out you to our family, and like, you know, they're gonna all leave you because you're queer. Like, you need to stop dating Mona. Mona, that's my dead name. Which was like, bitch, stay in your own lane. And then Constance was like, my mom is trying to get me married. Oh, like, my mom is showing me all these like eligible bachelors, like, blah blah. Maybe I'm not a lesbian. Maybe I am like a bisexual. Maybe I was like, yeah, maybe I am a man. Bitch, I was right. You were wrong. Because I am a man. You're a fucking lesbian. Anyway, so I just sent her an angry video of being like, and then she comes back and be like, just like gay man to call a woman a bitch. Oh, I'm da. I'm like, go away. I don't have time for your shit. She's like, well, you started it. You messaged me, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, I was feeling guilty for the way that things ended. But now I'm seeing that I do not need to be sorry because you're a cunt. She started calling me. I'm like, dude, I can't deal with this. I pick up the phone, just yelling, well, I have some time here to waste, and like, you clearly have some time, and whatever. Oh, you want to fight? I'm like, no, I don't have time. She's like, well, I yell, I was like, get the fuck, go fuck yourself. And like, I hung up the phone. She started messaging me, are you crying? Are you afraid? Dude, like, you clearly have so much, like, I clearly pushed something. I don't know, and you need to go take, like, go take that out to your wife. Like, I am not responsible for your insecurities. And that is the lore of my ex.